Hello everyone and welcome back to another Let's Create A, and this time it's Lughnasadh or Lammas, depends on which one you do. I think Lughnasadh is the more Celtic origin one, and then Lammas is the more Christian one. Don't quote me on it though, I'm not that knowledgeable about this stuff. I went down a rabbit hole with this one, like I really did. I had to do a lot of research because, again, this is something I don't celebrate a right lot. All I care about is Samhain, okay? All I care about is Samhain. But this was a fun one, a really fun one actually, and it turned out so well. I know I say this every time. This is literally just a series of me hyping myself up all the time about my own stuff. Mainly because of this card right here. My mum got this beautiful card with rabbits on it, and I was like, I need to use this. I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know why. I just need to use it. And I used it for this. I have some weird Alice in Wonderland vibes going on. I did not intend to turn it into an Alice in Wonderland thing. It just happened. Because I was reading about this Sabbath, and just as I said, diving down a deep rabbit hole of what is this festival all about and why? And so I had to go through all my stuff, and this is what I ended up with. Again, I didn't have anything to use intentionally, so I just grabbed a load of stuff as I normally do, and then off we go. So this book is getting way out of hand. It's just too big. It's too big, it's too thick. And unfortunately, the card I wanted to use did not fit, so for lack of better words, I had to kind of decapitate the rabbit. As you can see, I kind of had to bend the poor head backwards. And as weird as that is, it actually ended up being kind of cool in the end. You can see the head right there. Poor rabbit. I'm so sorry, rabbit. But it ends up good. I promise. It's fine. It's fine. The rabbit's fine. And the thing is, rabbits, they're not even that big of a deal for Lughnasadh. But I did find out, though, that Lughnasadh has a bit of a tie-in with things like fertility, which rabbits do, abundance, and quite a few keywords matched with rabbit, even though rabbit didn't pop up a right lot in my research. So I was like, I wanted any excuse under the sun to use this card, so I just rolled with it. I just rolled with it because it's my book of shadows. I do what I want to do. So, right. Also, hang on a minute, another thing. Rabbits are also to do with, in folklore, they are known as the messengers from the other side. And Lughnasadh also has a bit of that going on as well, about the other side. So, yeah, that's my excuse for using rabbits. So, as per usual, I found a page somewhere in the book, because I'm running out now, and I had to remove a load of pages because it's so thick. I had to just take out an entire chunk of the book so that I can even just close it now. But I decided to find another double page spread, like I normally do with these, and I put some brown scrap paper down as the base layer, so I could stick things into the book, because the pages are annoying. Very annoying, that's one thing I've learned. Thumbs up from me, I've found my way to get the rabbits in. I wanted to decorate the background a little bit, and I wanted to do a half summer, half autumn vibe. That's what I was going for, because really this is the first harvest festival out of 3, I believe. And it's the one where basically it's the first harvest, so it's all about getting the fruits of our labour and food, big on food, massive food, bread, wheat, corn, that kind of vibe. Berries, raspberries, all the berries, all the apples, the pears coming out the trees and stuff. It's like gathering everything that we've made. Because back in the day, you didn't just go to a shop and have it just there for you. You actually had to care about where your food came from and get it yourself and grow it yourself as well. So harvest was so important. So it's all about gratitude. Gratitude for food. I'm rambling. So, I've got my rabbit. I've got my lovely leafy green stickers, which are like half nice leaves, half decaying kind of autumn vibe ones. So that's why I've got a little mishmash of the two. And this little Alice in Wonderland thing. I don't know why I got this Alice in Wonderland sticker out. I just did. And then because of this one thing, it turned into an Alice in Wonderland style theme. It just did. So, with my special scissors that I've had since like age 4, I cut this shape out with these lovely little scissors that make this like cool edge on the sides. And then of course I get the shiny pens out. Of course I do. I do a nice little gold border just so it's shiny, because I like my shiny. And this whole rabbit pull out thingy, this is going to be the information section, because I always do an information section. And yeah, you see, here we go, the Alice in Wonderland, it's screaming at you. I didn't intend this. I got these playing cards because games and actually playing games is a huge thing for this festival. I didn't intend for that to be an Alice in Wonderland thing. I really didn't. But yeah, like with the rabbits too, and I only sort of felt this vibe like around now, and I just suddenly went, hang on a minute, this is Alice in Wonderland. And then I rolled with it. So yeah, playing games is huge this time for this festival, especially for Lughnasadh, the Celtic. Like the Scotland love playing games at this time of the year. They love it, so that's why the playing cards are here. I also had my lovely, very cute fabric flowers, which I wanted to include because they're great, and the colour scheme is on point. It's like a dark brown, almost black flowers, and then these sort of golden, very, very autumn colour ones, and I just thought they'd go really well together, the contrast of the dark and the light, because it's around about this time where we're shifting into the darker time of the year. My favourite time. I am not a summer girly. I'm really not. Like, give me autumn and winter all the time and I will be happy. I get seasonal depression in the summer. Yeah. So, moving on. A label. Of course I've got a label. Always got to label it and give it a good title so that we know that this is the page of Lughnasadh. And I also put a little like raspberry sticker down. I just happened to have some. I didn't even know that berries and stuff was a thing for this, but I was lucky enough to have some berries in my scrapbook sticker collection, so yay! If I sound out of breath at any point, it's because I'm literally going through an ME crash right now. Like, my 𝒹𝒹 do be flaring, so you'll excuse me if I suddenly go quiet, or I sound out of breath, or if my brain just goes completely blank for no reason. So yes, I put Lughnasadh as the main title, and then I put in little brackets Lammas, because a lot of people call it Lammas as well. They kind of intertwine with one another, it kind of depends. I'm not particularly bothered, but I prefer to call it Lughnasadh because of the Celtic origin, and I prefer that side of it. And then, because of the Alice in Wonderland stuff, take a drink every time I say Alice in Wonderland in this video. I put open me at the bottom. Did you see what I did there? Open me? Like in the thing? Like in the thing? Yeah. So you open it and you can read all the info. Am I clever or am I clever? Anyway, I have some sticker paper, like A4 white sticker paper. Best thing ever, best purchase, 10 out of 10, recommend. It's the best thing ever, like you can, it's so good. I'm skipping forward a lot in this video because there was a lot of just me staring at everything and not actually doing anything. Because, as always, I'm winging it. I'm just totally improvising the whole thing. Like, I never plan anything out, which is the worst idea, but also somehow the best results. So, I ain't complaining. But yes, my reliable rolly tape, that didn't work for this bit of paper, so I had to resort back to good old-fashioned glue stick instead. So these boxes, the white one and the sort of orangey yellowy one, that was for the text to go on. And I had these really beautiful stickers that I've been holding on to, and I just did not want to use them because they're so nice, but I was like, you bought them to use them, so use them. And it's just these like autumn looking leaves, but like realistic looking ones, and oh, they're so nice. They're just so nice. And then on the other side, just to fill up the gaps, I've got a nice cup of tea. Got a nice little cup of tea because I'm British and we like tea. And also Alice in Wonderland. I put down another leaf as a background, some more floral stuff with the fabric-y flowers. My nice cup of tea, because, you know, that's something I'm grateful for, a nice cup of tea. Can't live without tea. And then I put this down, a quote that I thought was very fitting. It did break, unfortunately, but I kind of made that part of it. I like to try and keep mistakes as mistakes instead of my perfectionist taking over and all that. I think what does it say? I hope I won't grow tired of the sky, of long walks, of the lingering smell of coffee, and the calm of a rainy day. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's me in a nutshell, that is. Give me coffee and a rainy autumn day. Oh, that is my heaven. My heaven. So yes, now I can move on to actually figuring out... Oh no, this is me getting really confused. I remember now. I was suddenly like, hang on a minute. Have I done it all wrong? Where I was like, which way does it go? How does it bend? How does it... Oh no, I've done it wrong. Oh no, I'm screwed. I've done it all wrong. What am I going to do? And then I was like, oh, it's fine. I've done it right. It's okay. It's in the correct order. It's all good. Don't panic. Crisis averted. No need to panic. We're good. And then I think I write, yes I do. I write on the back bits in big letters in the gold thing, stick here. You know, just so my brain would not malfunction again the way it just did. So yeah, skipping ahead a bit, because my writing is the slowest ever. So I've decided to skip ahead a bit because I end up just rambling about nonsense while I'm waiting for myself to finish writing, and it's the most annoying thing. So this is me filling in the information, and I'll actually tell you what I put down this time, because normally I can't see what I'm doing. I still can't, but I've got it written here so I can actually tell you. I've put Lughnasadh, also known as Lammas, is the first of the 3 harvest festivals in the Wheel of the Year. Celebrated around August the 1st, it honours the grain harvest and the hard work that sustains us. Named after the Celtic god Lugh, it marks the time of gratitude, abundance, and sacrifice, when the fruits of the earth are gathered, and we begin to feel the shift towards autumn. There, so now you know what I've actually put down. And that filled up both of those boxes. But writing the word autumn made me feel so nice. I was like, finally. I do not want to die of heat, please. No more. We've had some right heat waves in the UK, gosh. So, silver pen. Of course the silver pen came back out. Of course it did. Of course it did. Even though silver has nothing to do with... well, you can't even see it, so there was no point, but I did a little border with the silver pen anyway. Now moving on to the last 2 sections of this bit. with the head, with the bunny rabbit head that's got its head twisted and upside down, because yes. For this bit, I was trying to get a bit of a fairy thing going, so a bit of fae, a little bit of a fae vibe, a bit of that folklore fae stuff, because during my research I did see a few things about the fae, and that they are particularly present and out and about at this time, and a lot of people like to offer food to the fae, like bread, and people used to try and bless their crops by giving food offerings to the fae folk, so I wanted to have a little bit of a nod to that in this. And I had a couple of stickers, thankfully, that did look kind of fairy-fied. I think this woman here is more of an angel, but oh well. I had berries. This is the berry section. I had like the more raspberries, more berries, and then I had even more berries on this little thing I'm putting down, which was in gold and shiny. I love my shinies. And I was going to discard that part as well, but I brought that one back in, because again, mistakes. Like, if I think, actually, I kind of like messy mistakes at the moment. So I bring it back in, the other half of the sticker that I ripped in half, and then I plonk it in the blank space, and it just kind of completes it, I think. And yes, the dark brown and the gold flowers, just as a little extra. I like the 3D. I'm into 3D interactive things with this book. Oh, so much that it's ruining the book. But yes, this bit, this is the best bit. The last bit. It was such a random idea at the last minute. I have a teeny tiny envelope, like a set of teeny tiny envelopes, and one of them had a fox on it, which, by the way, the little mouse in the corner there and the fox on the envelope, the fox and mouse, very, very, that's their thing, more than rabbits. So I was like, yes, fox. But my idea was to write a gratitude list in the envelope because it's all about gratitude. And the thing is, like, if you've been keeping up with any of my little what are they called, community post thingies, you'll know that I've been through a lot recently and I'm not exactly at my best at the moment. So I've been feeling, for lack of better words, disconnected with gratitude and also with witchcraft in general. Like, spiritually speaking, I've felt a bit cut off and disconnected, and it's horrible when you feel that way. And this project here that I've like that I sort of felt way more connected just by doing this. Like, the act of creating something, it really kind of put me back in my happy place in my mind. But I wanted to double down on that feeling, and that's why I thought, let's actually make a list of things that I am grateful for. So yeah, here we are, skipped ahead. What I am grateful for. And I put the big thank you sticker in the middle of the rabbit. And yeah, it's just like a little private list of things that, you know, when you're like me and you get really ill after doing stuff. Like, I just went to Scotland. That was crazy. That's the longest distance from home I have ever got. Like, that was mental. I should not have done that, but it was for a good cause, to scatter my granddad's ashes, because that's what he wanted. But obviously I'm paying for it in a big way. But because of that, I'm kind of stuck in my negativity head at the moment, and I kind of take things for granted. And, you know, when you're feeling rubbish, you can't help but get all like that, you know, just burnt out and feeling a bit lost again. So I wanted to double down on the key word of the day here, which is gratitude. And I think this is a really cool idea. And this is where I added some fairy things, because it was a little bit blank on the inside and I just wanted to decorate. So I added a couple of fairies on the back and another leaf on the front and another little flower. And it's so cute and adorable. My own little place to store gratitude stuff. So I got out my faithful keyword sticker thingy, and I found the word of the day, grateful. So on it goes onto the main rabbit. And I put open me at the back of the envelope as well. Alice in Wonderland. So for the actual letter itself, I didn't really need to do much with it because it's more of a private random thing. But I got some parchment paper, cut it to size with those cool childhood scissors of mine, and then I decorated it just a little bit more with the sort of tea party vibe sticker. And I also found another keyword, abundance. I do like my keywords. My brain needs keywords in order to understand what's going on. I was eating a banana while I was... just leave the banana in shot, me, okay? Just, yeah, not unprofessional at all. Just leave the banana right in shot as you're putting your keywords down. I put witchcraft in there. So grateful to find witchcraft. Can't even tell you, that's a whole other video by itself, that is. Music, creativity, family, friends, you know, the normal things. Health, well, what health I do possess. I think I put Azar down there, my spirit guide, my guy in the sky. And I think I even put myself, even my emotions, which, I mean, cheesy, but sure. Now it's time to place the rabbits in. I really had to be quite tough with this one. I was like, get in place, stay in place. And there's the rabbit head poking around the side, which I think is kind of cool in a weird way. I feel like it'd be a cool page where the rabbit head's poking around it to like maybe write a bit more about rabbits, maybe? I don't know. It works. Whatever. It's fine. It works. Moving on to the other page, the left-hand side. Wheat. Wheat, corn, bread, corn dolls. You know, all the stuff that you see. I had to do something that involved wheat or corn or something. So I've got like a little reference image from Pinterest. You can see my other iPad down in the corner there. My little reference image to try and copy. And I used the parchment paper to create the leafy bit of it. I don't know the terminology for wheat, okay? I don't know. The leafy bit, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. And then I got my gold shiny pen to outline it and colour it in a bit because I wanted the gold shiny. I wanted the gold shiny to really come through. And I was doing this on top of the A4 sticker paper because I knew I wanted to do the design not in the book directly because there's no way I could have done that. I needed a flat surface so that I could actually create something half decent that's hand-drawn, because I could not have done it on the other side as is, no way. So yeah, coloured in a bit of it in the gold and outlined the rest just to make it pop a bit more. And then I got busy drawing the wheat bit of the wheat. The wheat bit of the wheat, you know what I mean. You know, the thing is the thing is that make the thing what it is. Ignore me, just ignore me. You know what I mean. In pencil I drew out the rest of the thing and I had a crazy idea. And when I say crazy, I mean crazy, because like at this point in time I'm really flagging. Like, I'm feeling it. I'm in pain, I'm tired, I'm done. I've already put so much work into this. And yet I have an idea, yet another idea, to get this lovely, like beautiful piece of golden ribbon that I've been holding on to for dear life and not used because it's like too good to use. Guess what I did with it? I cut out every individual piece of that wheat out of the ribbon so that I could stick it down to create the wheat. Because I'm Absolutely bonkers. When I started doing this, I was like, oh no, I don't know what I've just put myself in for, but I'm determined and I will do it, no matter how long it takes me. Insert SpongeBob card of like 24 hours later. But yes, that was the idea, and I stuck with it. So while I'm doing this, while I'm sticking them down awkwardly, I just want to take a moment, if you don't mind, just to say another massive thank you, like a real proper thank you, to, well, all of you, everybody who is liking my videos, commenting on my videos. There's a good handful of you who are clearly regular watchers. I see you, don't think I don't. I really want to say thank you for the love and the attention. Like, I really did not expect this when I started with this channel, and yes, okay, it's a gaming / witchcraft content thing. I should do them separately, I know. It's weird having the two together, but I'm sticking with it. It's easier that way. Yeah, I just want to say thank you. Like my heavy lifter of the channel, the old Book of Shadows tour, that's still climbing. The numbers are just going up, 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 up. It's like, it's crazy. I didn't know that would ever happen with that. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Subscriber wise, what on earth? Why would you subscribe? Why would you do that? But thank you so much. Also, shameless plug, just while I'm at it, for those of you who don't know, I'm on Patreon now, but for free. Like, everything's free, but if you want to become a member, that would be very nice of you. And I'm hoping to do regular blog posts, which I do have a few up already. I've got one all about the sea and how much I love the sea and the seaside. I've got one about my spirit guide, going into much greater detail about my guy in the sky and how I work with him, how I found him, all that stuff. And I'm also doing accompanying blogs for each of my videos that I do, the witchcraft ones in particular. And I've already got one out for that heavy lifter of the channel, my old Book of Shadows. So check that out, please. I think that's it for the plugs. And yeah, every little helps, you know, like, comment, subscribe. I mean, I hate asking for that stuff, but you kind of have to. It's how this works. It's how you play the game, isn't it? Because it does mean the world to me, and again, I know that's very cliche to say, but it actually genuinely does. Like, I never thought in a million years, like when I got ill 10 years ago, and when I was literally bedbound at the start of that, like, I never saw this coming. Never. And I'm just so happy that it did, and that I found witchcraft, and then I found creativity again. And then I somehow found the courage somehow to actually post what I do online and do these weird voiceovers and just share things with other people. So yeah, I don't know what else to say to that apart from just a huge thank you. Lots of love and kisses right back at you. Where were we? So, as you can see, this is sped up, by the way. This is not slowed down. This is still at that sped up pace. It took forever. But I was vibing, though, to K-pop Demon Hunters soundtrack. Yeah, I am one of those people. I am. Yeah, I was singing along to all of those. It is cool though, right? Are there any other K-pop Demon Hunters fans in my little corner of the internet? Please say yes, because you're my kind of person. So each individual bit of ribbon. This was from a lovely Tibetan shop in Whitby. Yeah. And it was like, it was not cheap. It was not cheap. That's why I've like held on to it and not done anything with it. Even though I said I would. I bought it because I wanted to use it, but then never did. But as you can see, now that there's some progress, look how beautiful it is. Look how beautiful it is. It's so nice and shiny and just luxurious. And it's like, it's such a good idea. Again, well done me, well done me. And I've still got plenty of ribbon left, so I'm cool. I'm fine. Look at it. It's so shiny. I'm like that blooming character from Moana, that like, what is he, that big snail slug creature that's like shiny. That one. I'm that guy. So I come in with my gold pen, of course, and then I do little bits of detail just around the edge. Again, just to bring it all together, and I did the stems and all that. And then like those little like really fine stringy bits I also drew on using the gold pen as well. Just to really make it wheat, you know? I'm sorry, I'm slowly losing my mind the more that I'm talking, because I'm literally in bed right now, full ME crash brain fog mode activated, and I'm just rambling now. I've got past the point of no return where my brain just has turned off. I can't do anything. But it's okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're nearing the end, I think. I hope. Yeah. So even though that took me forever to do, the result was mwah, chef's kiss. 10 out of 10. So then I get ripping the paper, because I've said it pretty much every video now at this point. I love the effect of ripped paper, because I love the imperfection, because it's always like it's a big FU to my perfectionist side of myself when I do that. And then of course it did not fit, did it? Because I forgot to measure it properly. So it didn't really fit, but it did fit just enough. Just enough. Where I only had to alter it ever so slightly, and it did indeed fit in the end. I wasn't about to do all that for it not to fit. Are you kidding me? So yes, that was so satisfying, by the way. Like peeling it off and then putting it in the book. It was like, oh, satisfaction levels so high. And there we go. Now it's the Sabbath. Now you know what Sabbath we're on when you open the book. Now it just screams Lughnasadh. Oh yeah, and then I got a bit cocky with it, didn't I? And I was like, I've already used the ribbon, so I want more. I want more ribbon. So I did like a little border using the ribbon. I did top and bottom borders. I put one at the top right there, and I'm all proud of myself, and then I'm suddenly like, wait, hang on a minute, no, I've just put ribbon on ribbon, the same ribbon. It takes away from the glory of the wheat. that's going. But it's fine. Crisis averted. It's all good now. But yes, obviously it's not complete yet. There's still more to do. This is when I had an idea, because I was looking at the remaining stickers and I thought, hang on a minute. Now that looks cool. Now that looks cool. It looks like the wheat is growing out of his head. And then I thought, the Celtic god, Lu. It reminds me of him, kinda, sort of, not really. But it still works though. So I absolutely had to add that, even though it's just a statue guy. But doesn't that look so much... I'm gonna say that it's the god, alright? Even though that was not my intention. Yeah. And then I found another keyword, plentiful. I thought plentiful sounded about right. And I looked through for more keywords, but in the end, I was like, no, actually, I think that's done. Less is more. Less is more, me. And it looked kind of perfect the way it was. Now you're gonna have to forgive me. You're gonna have to forgive me, because this page it does not have a tag. I know, right? I know, the betrayal. The betrayal. Every Sabbath page I've done has had a hangy tag. I know. But that was a step too far for this one, alright? It was a step too far. I'd already overdone it. It was already a very busy page, very full. It was going to make my book burst, literally. So this is the equivalent of adding a tag. I had this random bit of leftover black lace with some nice foresty vibes going on, and I thought, yeah, I'll just stick that in there, because why not? Why not? And I believe that is where I called it a day. I think it is. It is, because we've slowed down. That is it. Job done. And as always, thumbs up from me. I gave myself a thumbs up, of course I did. And now we pose, don't we? We pose for thumbnails as per usual. On what I think is another highly successful page. I think I learnt a great deal as well while making this, because I really was kind of clueless about Lughnasadh and Lammas and all of that. Never celebrated it before. Like, obviously I was vaguely aware because of the Wheel of the Year and all that, but never really celebrated or anything, so this was literally like, I was Alice and I did indeed follow the rabbit down the rabbit hole. And then I created this. That poor rabbit. I'm so sorry, Mr. Rabbit. So sorry. But I kind of like how we like to open it up. You have to kind of bend the rabbit head back round. Does that sound weird? Never mind. But yes, the fact that you can open it up like this is just such a cool addition. I knew that card would come in handy, and it did. I love it. I don't know if this is my favourite now. Like, my Samhain one is my favourite, but this has got to be a close second, or maybe even first. Oh, it's up there. It's up there. It's got to be top 2, right? Out of all the ones I've done so far. Have I run out of Sabbaths now? Is that it? Have I completed the Wheel of the Year? Have I? I might have. I don't know. My first one was Maybon. And now I'm at Lughnasadh. I think I might have... Oh, what do I do next? What do I do now? Now that I've run out of Sabbats, what do I do? Oh no. I'm gonna have to think of some other things to do. But yes, having the little gratitude list in there, that just kind of makes it its own spell in a really weird way. It just, yeah, it's like in itself, it's kind of like a tiny manifestation spell because I've got that little envelope in there, and I can always switch it out for like other stuff if I want in the future. Like anything I want to be more grateful towards, or, you know, if I just have a change of heart about what's in it, I can change it. That might be a cool thing to do, actually. My voice is so dry right now. I'm sorry if I've gone all deep and raspy on you. But I'm so glad that I did this, because like I say, I just got back from Scotland. I'm so bad at, I should be pacing and resting. I'm doing the exact opposite of what everyone's taught me. But I don't care, because this is what happens, and I'm very proud of it. And I'd love to hear in the comments if you celebrate Lughnasadh or Lammas, and what you do for it, and what you think about my questionable design choices, I guess. Just gotta double check that the book actually closes, and it barely does. It's hanging on for dear life, this book. The poor thing. Yeah, look at this. Look how thick it is. And that's with a load of pages removed now as well. But it does close. It does close. As long as it closes, I'm cool. I'm fine. I will continue. Get in there, ear. Get in there. There we go. And closed. There you go. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody'll notice. It's fine. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye now.